What if the solitude you pride yourself on is actually destroying your potential? It feels like discipline when you choose to retreat from the world, staying in, keeping quiet, protecting your energy. But there's a massive difference between genuine self-mastery and comfortable avoidance. Today we're dismantling what I call the introvert's fallacy, the dangerous confusion between being quiet and being disciplined, and revealing the mental shifts required to build actual power in your life. Because here's the truth most people won't tell you. Being quiet is not the same as being disciplined, and understanding this difference might be the most important realization of your entire year. If you're new here, welcome to Mentiplex, where we explore the hidden patterns of human behavior and the psychology that actually moves the needle in your life. If this resonates, subscribe and join the 70% of viewers who watch but haven't hit that button yet. Let's dive in.
We live in the golden age of glorified withdrawal. Scroll through any corner of the internet and you'll see it everywhere. Protect your peace, stay home and recharge. You don't owe anyone your energy. And on the surface, these messages seem healthy, empowering even. But here's where it gets dangerous. Modern digital culture has rebranded isolation as self-care. Staying home isn't just acceptable anymore, it's virtuous. Avoiding social friction isn't seen as avoidance, it's framed as boundary setting. And suddenly, doing nothing has been elevated to a form of spiritual practice. The problem, we've started confusing effortless inaction with deliberate restraint. Let me break this down. When you stay home on a Friday night because you genuinely don't feel like going out, that costs you nothing. There's no internal battle, no willpower required. You're simply following your default preference, the path of least resistance. That's not discipline, that's just existing. Real discipline is active. It's the conscious override of your immediate impulses for a higher purpose. It's choosing to do the hard thing when every fiber of your being wants the easy thing. Discipline is going to the gym when you'd rather sleep in. It's having the difficult conversation instead of ghosting. It's showing up to build something meaningful when Netflix is whispering your name. But here's the trap. If you naturally prefer solitude and you spend all your time alone, you've never actually tested your discipline. You've just lived inside your comfort zone and called it self-mastery. You've mistaken a low social battery for stoic restraint. And that creates a dangerous illusion, a false sense of personal growth built on absolutely nothing. Because you can't claim you're disciplined for avoiding something you never wanted to do in the first place.
So let's go deeper. Why does this happen? Because underneath the surface, unguided silence often serves as a protective shield, not against toxicity or drama, but against fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of being seen and falling short. And here's the cognitive trick your brain plays. It takes that fear and rebrands it. Social anxiety becomes, I'm just selective with my energy. Risk aversion becomes, I'm being strategic. Lack of ambition becomes, I'm content with less. Your subconscious is brilliant at this. It protects your ego by turning weakness into identity. And once it becomes part of your identity, you'll defend it like your life depends on it. I'm an introvert stops being a personality trait and starts being an excuse to not network, an excuse to not put yourself out there, an excuse to not take the social risks required for the life you actually want. And the cruelest part? It feels good in the short term. Staying in your comfort zone offers immediate relief. No awkward conversations, no potential embarrassment, no uncertainty. But here's what they don't tell you. Comfort is a loan shark. It gives you peace today and steals your ambition tomorrow. Every time you choose the easy path, you're training your brain that discomfort is dangerous. You're reinforcing the neural pathways of avoidance. And over time, your tolerance for challenge, your actual capacity for growth, withers. You become allergic to the very things that would transform your life.
Let's talk consequences. Because the cost of this fallacy isn't abstract, it's measurable, it's real, and it compounds over time. First, missed opportunities. We live in an interconnected world. Your next job, your next relationship, your next breakthrough idea, they all live on the other side of human connection. But if you're consistently choosing isolation over engagement, you're systematically removing yourself from the rooms where those opportunities exist. You're not even in the game. Second, decay of resilience. Resilience isn't built in solitude. It's forged through friction, through navigating difficult conversations, through recovering from social missteps, through learning that you can be uncomfortable and survive. But when you actively avoid that friction, you never build those muscles. You stay fragile, brittle, and the longer you wait, the scarier the world becomes. Third, erosion of willpower. Here's a paradox. The more you avoid using your willpower, the weaker it gets. Willpower is like a muscle. It needs progressive overload. It needs to be challenged, stressed, and rebuilt stronger. But if you never test it, if you only do things that feel natural and easy, you're not building discipline, you're atrophying it. And one day, when you actually need it, when you want to build something, change careers, take a real risk, you'll reach for that strength and find nothing there because you spent years in passive retreat telling yourself it was self-mastery.
So what's the alternative?
Let's redefine discipline properly. True discipline is the conscious choice to act against immediate comfort for a higher, long-term purpose. It's proactive, not passive. It's intentional, not accidental. It's costly, not convenient. And here's the key distinction. Genuine discipline doesn't mean you stop being introverted. It doesn't mean you have to become an extrovert or fake enthusiasm for things you genuinely don't enjoy. It means you stop using introversion as a shield. You start seeing quietness not as a default state of refuge, but as a tactical tool, something you use intentionally alongside action. You recharge in solitude, yes, but you also deploy into the world strategically. You engage, you communicate, you build. Because real power isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about choosing your discomfort. It's the difference between someone who hides from public speaking because they're afraid and someone who limits public speaking because they've tested it, mastered it, and decided it's not their highest leverage activity. One is avoidance, the other is strategy. And you can't access strategy until you've moved through avoidance first.
So, how do you actually build this? Let me give you 3 actionable frameworks. First, the micro-friction test. Every week, do one thing that makes you socially uncomfortable. Not reckless, not traumatic, just uncomfortable. Message someone you admire. Go to that meetup. Speak up in the meeting. Have the hard conversation. Small doses of deliberate discomfort recalibrate your nervous system. They prove that you can survive and even thrive outside your bubble. Second, audit your quiet. Start asking yourself, is this solitude intentional or is it avoidance? Am I staying home because I'm genuinely recharging or because I'm afraid of something? Am I being selective with my energy or am I being selectively cowardly? Be ruthlessly honest. Your growth depends on it. Third, design active solitude. Transform your alone time into a high-yield environment for building agency. Don't just consume, create. Don't just think, execute. Don't just recharge, build something. Use your introversion as rocket fuel for deep work, skill acquisition, and strategic planning. Then deploy what you've built into the real world. Because isolation without action is just stagnation with better PR. Here's the bottom line. Being quiet is not the same as being disciplined. One is a personality trait, the other is a skill.
And if you've been hiding behind your introversion, telling yourself that staying comfortable is somehow noble, it's time to face the truth. Real discipline requires friction, growth requires discomfort, and power requires that you stop mistaking retreat for strategy. You don't have to become someone you're not, but you do have to become someone who acts. If this hit home, subscribe to Mentiplex. We're building a community of people who think deeper and live intentionally. Drop a comment and tell me, where have you been using introversion as an excuse? I'll see you in the next one.